In daytime TV, Peter Bergman is known for longevity and flexibility. The Young and the Restless has made him famous as Jack Abbott since 1989. After 30 years in soap operas, Bergman is one of the most famous and popular actors. His route to popularity and success was difficult, everything, personally and professionally. Peter Bergman was born at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, on June 11, 1953. Military life's frequent change molded his early years. Being born in a U.S. Navy facility in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, immersed him in Navy culture. Peter was shaped by his Navy father. Due to military duties, his family moved frequently, which shaped his youth. As is typical for military children, the Bergmans relocated around the U.S. and abroad. Peter's early years were distinctive but unstable due to these constant migrations. Bergman was exposed to numerous cultures and lifestyles around the world as a child, which broadened his worldview. Bergman had to swiftly make acquaintances and adjust to numerous schools and social groups due to his military service. The military lifestyle and regular change of scenery likely helped him develop resilience and adaptability that would serve him well in life and acting. Peter Bergman's family settled in the U.S., where he grew roots. The decision to settle down provided Bergman a more typical educational path, while his military upbringing made his approach to formal education uncommon. He studied drama at UNC Chapel Hill. Her stay at UNC gave Bergman performing arts foundation. He developed his acting passion and obtained career-enhancing abilities here. The University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill allowed him to pursue his artistic talents while achieving academic success. His school's acting program allowed him to perform several plays to gain stage experience and develop his presence. Peter Bergman entered the entertainment sector after graduating. Bergman's degree and early training helped him, but his path to popularity wasn't easy or quick. He faced the hurdles of breaking into the entertainment industry, which is competitive and takes years to earn a prominent job. Bergman began acting by guest starring on TV shows, but he wasn't noticed by industry experts and public until the early 1980s. Made waves in primetime TV by appearing on The Rockford Files, one of the 1980's most famous detective dramas, starring James Garner as private investigator Jim Rockford. The show was noted for its smart writing, superb acting, and drama humor blend. Bergman's Rockford Files guest appearance allowed him to gain confidence by working with Garner and other seasoned performers, despite his modest role. The Rockford Files provided Bergman a taste of prime time and exposed him to American television, which let him showcase his talent. Another noteworthy job for Bergman was his cameo appearance on dramatic plots. Interesting characters and convoluted relationships made All My Children one of the most popular soap operas of the period, one of the 1980's most watched daytime shows. Bergman played attractive and ambitious Cliff Warner, who became caught up in the soap opera's emotional and love turbulence. He gained fame and opportunities as Cliff Warner in soap operas. Bergman's career took off when he played Cliff Warner on All My Children. He was able to showcase his talent in a long-term position on the soap opera because of its dedicated and enormous following, unlike other primetime guest stars. Cliff was a fan favorite, and this exposure helped him establish a loyal fan base on top of his show fame. Since soap opera actors must play characters over years of changing stories, children helped Bergman improve his long-form storytelling. When Peter Bergman played Jack Abbott, he had to construct an ambitious, imperfect figure. Born to rich businessman John Abbott, Jack Abbott grew up in the Abbott household. Bergman initially presented Jack as a sophisticated, charismatic, entitled businessman. However, Bergman deepened Jack with time. Jack Abbott's vulnerabilities, wants, and insecurities made him more than a rich playboy, and Bergman showed them well. Her emotional range was amazing, and she portrayed how Jack struggled between family traditions and his own morals. Jack struggled to balance his family's and his own values. His novels were about following his own dreams, and Bergman's subtle acting enabled viewers empathize to a guy who often seemed unredeemable but was nevertheless appealing. Jack Abbott's feud with Eric Braeden's Victor Newman stood out. A major motif of the show was Jack and Victor's rivalry. Jack and Victor were the Young and the Restless's most intriguing and dramatic characters for years. Due to personal and career issues, Jack and Victor fell at odds in practically every manner. Jack and Victor clashed in many dramatic stories involving business, family, and romance. Jack was typically presented as the underdog trying to outwit Victor, who would do anything to eliminate him. Despite their many feuds, both characters were strongly connected to the Newman and Abbott families, making their competition personal and professional. Bergman depicted Jack's strong and emotional animosity with Victor. Jack was driven to defend his family's history and commercial empire, but he was vulnerable as he coped with his fears and the consequences of his personal actions. The contrast between Jack's affable but self-serving demeanor and Victor's colder, calculated one was stark. Fans were fascinated by their interactions for years. Peter Bergman achieved much on The Young and the Restless. He received many Daytime Emmy nods for playing Jack Abbott. These nominations demonstrate his ability to convey the complexities of a highly flawed and complex character. Bergman's recurrent nominations for the Daytime Emmy Awards, one of the TV industry's highest awards, demonstrate his leadership in the category. His first Daytime Emmy nomination occurred shortly as he began playing Jack Abbott in 1989, proving he could immediately impact daytime television. Through the years, Bergman's talent for managing his character's convoluted narrative and emotional struggles got harder, leading to more nominations throughout the decades. The fact that Bergman was honored year after year indicates how constant and emotionally deep his work was. Bergman's Daytime Emmy nominations and wins after 1,991 solidified his place in Community. Bergman was nominated for his acting growth and accomplishments. The accolade was for Jack Abbott and Bergman's progress and ability to create riveting performances year after year. Critics have lauded Peter Bergman's portrayal of Jack Abbott for his depth and flexibility, stressing his abilities to. Bergman's portrayal of Jack Abbott, one of The Young and the Restless's most complex characters, is legendary. Bergman's portrayal of Jack Abbott has garnered critical acclaim and passionate fans. His loyal fan following complements his ability to make Jack likable even in contentious and morally dubious situations. Bergman's rendition makes Jack more than a wealthy businessman. He makes him human and complex. Peter Bergman is best known for playing Jack Abbott on The Young and the Restless. Bergman's acting career spans daytime TV and beyond. He has been in several films and TV shows demonstrating his versatility. The Young and the Restless is his most recognized and lasting TV role, but his lengthy and varied career illustrates his versatility as an actor. Bergman was a passionate actor who guest starred on several major TV shows. Television exposure came from guest roles on Dynasty, All My Children, and The Nanny. His versatility as an actor allowed him to adapt to the tone and style of each role, including drama and humor. Even if each show had its own rules, Peter Bergman's passion of acting and talent to create unique characters were propelling him toward a wider role in entertainment. Peter Bergman has played several characters and genres in movies as well as TV. His film role was remarkable. Bergman's filmography is small, but The Man Who Came Back, seemed a Western about a former slave seeking revenge, indicates he's eager to attempt new things as an actor. Bergman also voiced animated TV series. His portrayal as the Kingpin in Spider-Man the Animated Series was a departure from his live-action appearances, but it showed his versatility by giving his voice to a character in a different genre. Bergman appeared on The Bold and the Beautiful and The Young and the Restless. He guest starred on The Bold and the Beautiful as the Italian tycoon in 2005, adding to his soap opera legacy. While away from Jack Abbott, Bergman displayed his charm and presence in another genre. His guest appearance on The Bold and the Beautiful allowed him to interact with viewers of another soap series and solidified his place in daytime drama. Bergman experimented with voice acting and television. Dramas and made-for-TV movies demonstrate his versatility as an actor. It also demonstrates his willingness to keep evolving as an actor, never letting his Young and the Restless fame limit him. Peter Bergman's career was vast and varied, with each production building to his legacy as one of daytime television's most acclaimed actors. His soap opera work will always be his most famous. Peter Bergman, best known for playing Jack Abbott on The Young and the Restless, has won several honors and left a 30-year legacy in Hollywood. Bergman, like many successful persons, has struggled in his personal life. The death of his father was the toughest, affecting his professional and personal life. When Peter Bergman was famous, his U.S. Navy father died. Bergman was forever altered by losing his father, especially a close one. Bergman was changed by the death of a parent, unlike many others. Parental deaths are difficult. Bergman's father's death made him face his mortality and reevaluate his life and work. Losing his father was more than just an emotional blow. It made him rethink his priorities, family, and spending time with loved ones. After a parent dies, people may reevaluate who they are and what they wish to leave. Bergman realized the importance of personal and professional fulfillment throughout his self-reflection. Peter Bergman's personal struggles have showed his resilience along with his professional triumphs. His strength to overcome grief after a loved one's death shows his character. Often leaves a lifelong mark. Bergman balanced career and personal life. Although he was struggling, he kept acting as Jack Abbott, using his personal experiences to make the character more believable. Bergman maintained a sense of he's managed his personal issues professionally throughout his career, which is impressive. He has always managed to juggle his personal life and job on The Young and the Restless, rarely letting it interfere. His work ethic and determination haven't changed after losing a loved one, which says a lot. Peter Bergman, who played Jack Abbott on The Young and the Restless, has had a career filled of victories and tragedies due to his hard work and emotional strength. His life has been focused on family and career, but huge issues have taxed him. Early 2000s, Lyme disease diagnosis was one of his worst health situations. Bergman's health and performance suffered from Lyme illness. Though it hurt, the sickness made him think about his work and personal well-being. Bergman has spoken about how the sickness left him exhausted and unable to perform at his best. Feeling sick and having muscle ache were difficult. He also struggled mentally with the condition. Lyme disease limited an actor who had based his career on charisma and physical activity, making it especially difficult to accept. In the early 2000s, Peter Bergman's health began to affect his work. He was used to working long hours and taping numerous programs a day as a daytime TV veteran. Lyme sickness made his intensive filming schedule harder to maintain. Fatigue and joint pain prevented him from performing and maintaining his Jack Abbott enthusiasm. Bergman's fight with Lyme illness taught him the need of self-care, which many public personalities, particularly actors, ignore due to work pressures. Celebrities must take breaks and listen to their bodies to avoid burnout due to the pressures of the public glare and soap opera schedules. Bergman's Lyme sickness drove him to slow down, focus on healing, and learn more. Finding the right balance between work and life is crucial. Bergman has spoken out about Lyme disease and its difficulty to diagnose and treat after his recovery. He's shown fans his personal side by being transparent about his health issues. His acting career has made him more popular with fans and allowed him to preach about the importance of health, especially while dealing with major health issues. Despite his career struggles, Bergman is beloved in soap operas for his passion and resilience. His performance on The Young and the Restless shows his brilliance and ability to adapt to genre changes. Soap operas have many performers and characters, but Bergman has been a main figure for nearly 30 years. In difficult times, Peter Bergman's career highlights the importance of perseverance. He maintained his role and kept in touch with followers despite adversity, making him a beloved figure in entertainment. His ability and resilience secured his soap opera legend. Peter Bergman's tale shows that passion, determination, and dedication can overcome anything.